Hello, and welcome to Smooth Drift Tuning with King POSH. Today, I want to show you guys my all-wheel drive drift tune for the 2013 Audi RS4 Avant. Now, I was asked to show or make a tune for this car from Gucci. And I said, yeah, not a problem. I mean, he threw me like 5 or 6 other cars, so what was another car? Anyways, here it is. Now, it's got a beautiful paint job, and I will show you guys who made that paint job if you want it after the video, because it messes up my whole system, and it says, oh, you're offline, you have to go outside, wait for it to find a session, blah blah blah. It's annoying, but this is an amazing paint job. Absolutely stunning all the way around. Looks so real, so cartoon-like, but still so real. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and it goes well with this car. As you can tell, there's a PTG. I'm pretty sure you know who that would be if you know painters. Now I just had I messed around with this a little bit, but here I'll show you guys at least what this thing can do. We'll show the first one first. Me just seeing how easy it is just to drift this in little circles and around roundabouts. Not roundabouts, but you'll see. So second gear is pretty much your primary gear with this car. Almost about to hit that, drop it down to first, saved it. Beautiful. It's just a fun, smooth, easy drifter. And it slides very well. And it's not overly powerful either. Now, it doesn't have the stock engine in it, but it doesn't have the most powerful engine in it either. It's right in the middle. I'll show you guys what I could do after I got done drift tuning it, or power sliding, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to complain. It's not really a straight though, but it'll drift. Now here I'm going to do this in fourth gear. And I pulled a 51,695. Not bad. I had to look at the car. Beautiful. So let's get right into this, and well, let's show you guys at least the share code to this car. You can just type in creator King POSH and search. You'll find me. It's right there. I've got 1,002 horsepower on here. You can get 1,212 horsepower. I tried to tune it. I hated the whole thing. I scrapped the whole tune, started it over, and went with a different engine and different like power upgrade. You'll see. Either way, I like this. Okay, and there's the share code. All right. Now let me show you guys what I've done to this thing and why I like it as it is. Now here, I went with the 6.2 liter V8. You can go with the 5.2 liter V10, get that 1,212 horsepower, but I had issues with the power, the gearing. It was a mess. The whole entire car was just a mess. So I went with the 6.2, and I like it. I also tried the stock engine. It got close to 1,000 horsepower. That was almost my next option, but yeah, so I went with 6.2. I'm the tuner. I made the decision. I also went with a supercharger. The twin turbos and the turbos on the V10 were just, the turbo lag was just too much. So I went with the supercharger, so I knew that my revs would just fly up to the red line, be where I want it to be, and the car just sings through all the turns with ease. So it definitely revs a lot faster now. So that's why we went with that. Alright, so we got the stock drivetrain. Alright, now body kits. You didn't tell me what kind of body kits he wanted, so I went with what looked the best. Now the whole reason why I picked this, the front bumper, was because it's the lowest of all the bumpers. See, this one's high, that one's even higher, and that one's even higher. Alright? I went with the lowest. And it looks good. Okay? Now the rear wing, the spoiler, you know. I went with this one because it has that little cutlet in there, you know. This one's solid, that one's solid, and then there's that. This one just looked like the best one for this car. Okay, here I used the ABT. All right, I mean, you got this one that has, like, the dark in the back, but I didn't like that. I like this one. I liked just the overall design in the back, so that's what I went with. And there's also this one that's bland, and then you got really bland that only has 2 pipes, and then you have this really weird one that has, you know, some kind of metal sticking in there. Who knows? Either way, this one looked the best, and they stick out there. They look good, you know. Those ones are hidden, and those ones are just barely out, you know. You got some nice, you know. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Okay. And then I went with, you know, whatever you call that. Character? I would say it's character exclusive, because it just looks nice. You got this one that's, yeah, they're just, eh. And then this, yeah, that looks stylish. And it looks like that's, oh, hey, that's the guy who painted the car. You can hardly see it. But yeah, his name's in there. So, yeah, either way. So that's one I went with. Okay. And here we got the stock tire compound. 265 stock in the front. 265 rear stock. We're rocking my favorite rims here. My TC105Ns. And I mean, the original rims with the gold on this paint job looks just as good. You know, but then again, you're gaining weight, you know. Your track width is maxed out both front and rear. I got a race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and a race differential. And you got the drift springs and dampeners on here. And you got the anti-roll bars for both the front and the rear. You got no roll cage to worry about. And it is light as possible. And you're saving almost 800 pounds by going with the race. And then here we got a race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, a race engine block, race pistons and compression, race supercharger, race intercooler, race oil and cooling, and then you got a race flywheel. So everything in there is race. And all that gets me to an S1-899. Can't get it up to, you know, a 9. See, if I just change the tires, it goes up to an S2-905. I can't get to the, you know, I was trying to get to a 900. Wasn't happening. Wasn't letting me do it. So I gave up. Alright. So let's get to the tune and show you guys what I did to it. So, tires, I just left them stock. When I was done tuning it, I hit the 51,000. I tried 55, I tried 15. I didn't like it, so I just put it right back to stock. It was fine. No need to change it. Alright. My gearing, it's all close together. It's a close ratio kind of tune. As you can tell, I was doing the drift section in 4th gear. And it all worked out well. The revs stay high, and I'm happy with that. Alright, the alignment is not a straight build. This is a good full-on drift tune. Okay, this is a tune I use for my mid to rear engine cars. More, yeah, the mid and rear engine cars. This is the tune I would use. So yeah, anti-roll bars. I didn't see a need for putting anything there. I just wanted the lightness. So I put them down to 1 and 1. Springs, soft as you can go. Alright, it seems pretty smooth. It doesn't feel too bouncy when you're going from corner to corner. You don't see a lot of sway, as you would say. And it just glides around the turn. So it works. And as low as you can go. Same thing with the dampening. Dampening, I just went with 3.4. I figured, hey, this is the RS4, right? So I just put 0.4 all the way down. No other reason, just for that. Tuning's not that hard. Okay? You throw numbers at the car. See what happens. Alright, there's no downforce to worry about. Braking, I just left it stock. Nobody cares, right? Right. And then my differential, I got 76, 46, 97, 97. I have been using, and 71%. I've been using this differential setup for over 10 years. It works. Alright? You want just a minor change to your car and you haven't done anything else, just go to the differential, put these numbers in, and see how the car handles. And then start tuning from there. It is what it is. And then now that we're all done, I will show you guys who painted this car, because it will mess up my whole system, because that's what it likes to do. See, now it's in the lock stage. It's frozen. Oh, look at that, actually went up pretty quickly. So this is the Tony Stark collab, I guess you would call that, and it's by PTG Stubbs 85. He's a popular tuner. You know, popular. He's a popular painter. Let me fix that. All right, he's a popular painter. So that's all the description. There is no code. There is no code to it. But I saw it. It was the best looking one. So that's why I went with it. Oh, yes. So there you go. Now you know who painted the car. And it didn't mess up my system as much as I thought it was going to do. But, till then, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this car. And if you did, definitely hit that like button. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out and stay sideways.